Hello North Country and welcome to Seton Catholic Central School in Plattsburgh for Champlain Valley Athletic Conference Varsity Boys Basketball. Tonight the Plattsburgh High School Hornets meet the Seton Catholic Central School Knights in a battle of two outstanding varsity basketball teams, both teams with records of 9 wins and no losses. Seton Catholic, coached by Larry Converse, opened the season with a loss to Mariah Central, came back to beat Tupper Lake, but then lost to Northern Adirondack by 11. They then ran off wins over Beekmantown and Saranac, lost to an excellent Ticonderoga team by 3 and a real hard luck loss, and since then they've run off 6 consecutive wins. For Seton Catholic, they've been paced by number 10, Mark Rabideau. Rabideau is averaging 18 points a game in the CVAC. He has a high game of 27. That came against Sable Valley, and also another high game of 25. That came against Mariah Central. He has hit 20 in several of the Seton Catholic games, averaging, as I say, 18 points. Another player to look for, Tanner Senecal. Senecal, number 51, will be a big man counted on the inside, and Senecal averages 12.5 points a game. Ian Luck averages 8 points. Luck wears number 33. He has a high game of 18 in the season opener against Mariah. Also, watch for Daniel Willett. Willett has a 20-point game to his repertoire. He has a total of 97 points. He did not play in the first two games for Seton Catholic. He averages 11 points in the games that he's played. From 3-point range, Rabideau has lit it up with 21 3-pointers. Now, for Plattsburgh High School, the Hornets opened with 8 straight wins, but they fell upon hard times lately, and they have lost 3 out of their last 4 games. It all began with a loss to Northern Adirondack. The Hornets came back to beat Beekmantown Central, but then a loss to Ticonderoga by 1 and to Saranac by 6. So you have 2 teams with records of 9 and 3, however, moving in opposite directions. Seton on a 6-game winning streak, Plattsburgh High School having lost 3 out of 4. The 3 Hornet losses are by a total of 10 points. I'm sure both coaches, looking over what's happened down the CVAC season, I'm sure both coaches feel they could easily be 11-1 or maybe undefeated tonight as they come into tonight's game. Now, Plattsburgh High School led in scoring by Joel Butchino, 248 CVAC points, an average of 21 points a game. His high, 26 twice, and he hit 25 in the most recent Hornet game, the loss at Saranac. Adam Favreau averages 12.5 points a game. He had 16 in the loss to Ticonderoga, but even better, he had 34 on the road at Mariah. Ryan Sapel, the senior point guard, an excellent outside shooter. Sapel has 19 3-pointers, and he averages 12 points a game. His season high is 19. They all came in the loss. Sir, excuse me. Sapel with 19 points. They all came in the second half at Northern Adirondack. Butchino has hit 23 3-pointers. 2 excellent basketball teams. It looks like Steve Parker and Al Rose will be the officials, and we look forward to this matchup. A packed house, and some of the old-time basketball fans from around the North Country have arrived to watch this one. In fact, you may have gotten a glimpse of some of them as they entered in front of our camera during our pregame. We are set for basketball from Seton Catholic Central School Both teams 9-3. My prediction, I don't usually make predictions, but in big games I do. Here's my gut feeling. Plattsburgh with a lot to prove tonight. It's going to be a close game. Seton Catholic is an outstanding basketball team. I think we're going to see a close game tonight. Watch for maybe a 2 or 3 point margin at the end, maybe even overtime. That's the call from as I see it, and we are set for basketball thanks to Welcome Home Realty, Marilyn Schwartz, for her support of Hornets basketball. The national anthem, as always, very well done. This game has all the flavor of a championship basketball game. Certainly bragging rights in this inter-city rivalry. Both teams 9-3. Again, two outstanding veteran coaches. Kevin Doherty from Plattsburgh. He's assisted by Mike Recor. Also on the bench, junior varsity coach Chris LaRose and modified A coach Mark Searles. For Seton Catholic, veteran coach Larry Converse and Jim Baker, the junior varsity coach, alongside. Starting for Plattsburgh, Jamie Armstrong, number 11, Ryan Sapel, 20, Joel Butchino, 23, Adam Favreau, 24, Tim DeLeese, 30. For Seton, number 10, Mark Rabideau, 21, Kevin Converse, 33, Ian Luck, 44, Dan Boise. He jumps at center. He's 6'7", and number 50, Daniel Willett. Luck goes after the basketball for Seton Catholic, and they have the opening possession. Plattsburgh in the Hornet Tonight defense. Willett in and out on the first shot of the game, and DeLeese with the rebound. Favreau up the floor, gets it to Sapel. Sapel to Butchino. Butchino dishes, who's there? Had to scamper after it was Armstrong. Indeed, a packed house at Seton Catholic Gymnasium. Packed gymnasium, overflow crowd into the hallway. I'm Foxy Gagnon, Eric Gagnon on camera. North Country Cable Network thanks Welcome Home Realty for inviting us to this one. Butchino, the first Hornet shot, no, hard off the glass, and Willett down the floor for Luck. Beautiful pass, but Luck missed the shot. Hornets come back. Seton 0 for 2 on their possessions. That one knocked out of bounds. Luck with the block shot on the Sapel shot. Plattsburgh's second possession. Al Rhodes and Steve Parker will work hard in this one. DeLeese thinks about the shot. Off the glass in. Tim DeLeese worked for the proper shot and got it. Boise up the floor and into the Hornet bench. Plattsburgh 2, Seton Catholic 0. The Seton side of the bleachers, packed. Plattsburgh side, packed. And wait till I tell you some of the veteran North Country basketball fans that are here for this one. Favreau inside, knocked away and scooped up by Boise. He gets it to Ouellette. Rabideau will watch for him. He's guarded by Armstrong. Jamie Armstrong, the junior, the tough task of keeping up with Rabideau. The shot from Luck won't go. Tipped around, fought for the ball, scooped up by Converse. Favreau with the block shot, but Ouellette attack the basket and picks up a foul. Ducky Drake working the game for Hometown Radio, WRLY, and they had to tuck him way over in the corner. He's going to have a bad back by the end of the game. He's going to try to keep score and bring the report to the radio listeners. Ouellette at the line makes it a 2-1 game. Plattsburgh High School in several games, slow start. They've been hurt by a slow first quarter. Ouellette 2 for 2, and we're tied at 2. Jamie Armstrong to Ryan Sapel. Armstrong now Buccino. Buccino calls the play. It's Ouellette guarding Buccino. DeLeese caught under the basket. DeLeese missed a good opportunity, and Rabideau calls the play for Seton Catholic. Armstrong picks him up at midcourt. Tied at 2, 5:25 to play into Boise. Boise drew the foul. That goes against Ryan Sapel. Coach Doherty pleads his case that Sapel was standing straight up. Dan Boise at the line for a couple. Sinks the first one. Boise missed 4 of the first 5 Seton games. He did score 16 midway through the Seton schedule. What a play! Sapel put it where it had to be, and Buccino brought the hammer down. Turnover, Plattsburgh ball. The perfect play. What a pass from Sapel, and Buccino brought the hammer down. It was the slamma-jamma-ramma from number 23. It's 4-3, Plattsburgh High School. Oh, let me tell you, that gave the fans chills. Favreau on the inside. Converse thought he had a block shot, but Al Rose makes the call. Oh, my. It's Adam Favreau to the line. I'll tell you, these guys know each other so well. These are the battle of the neighborhoods right here. Favreau sinks it. It's 5-3 Plattsburgh. Just like a neighborhood battle. These players on both times, some of them live on both teams. Some of them live next door to each other. Boise on the boards. Favreau hit 1 of 2. We've played 3 minutes and excitement already. Rabideau was fouled. Rabideau smooth with the ball, plus he plays excellent defense. Rabideau listed at 5'7". Converse is at 6'2". I can't believe how tall that guy got. Luck is 6'3", Boise's 6'7", and Ouellette is 6'1". A tall Seton team. .451 to play on the Welcome Home Realty scoreboard, and it's Plattsburgh 5, Seton 4. Every possession important in a game like this. Both teams 9 and 3. Now they're in different divisions. Plattsburgh just fighting to keep on top of Division 1. Buccino's shot on the rebound, DeLeese. Nice job on the boards by Tim DeLeese. DeLeese had no points against Saranac and 2 against Ticonderoga. He already has 4 in the first 3.5 minutes. Rabideau with the moves. Oh, Armstrong called for the foul. And again, Coach Doherty felt no foul. 4:18 to play, first quarter. It's going to be a battle. Plattsburgh 7, Seton 4. Rabideau right back to the foul line. He sinks that one. Rabideau scored just 7 in the most recent win, but I guess he didn't play too much time because Seton beat Tupper Lake by 31. Rabideau hits 2 in a row there. Armstrong out with 2 fouls. And to the floor for Plattsburgh is Miguel Maldonado. Maldonado was a starter earlier in the year. 7-6 is the score. Plattsburgh by 1. DeLeese hits it. Tim DeLeese taking charge in the first quarter. 6 of the Hornets, 9. Pressure applied by Plattsburgh. They get it to Willett, then up the floor to Converse. Converse to Willett. Spins, moves, and grooves, and puts it in. Boise with the right moves, his first field goal, and it's 9-8. Buccino guarded by Willett. Favreau passes to Sapel. DeLeese gets it to Buccino. Shot clock at 20, plenty of time. 3:25 to play in the first quarter. 9-8 Plattsburgh. Maldonado. Sapel, shot clock now at 8. Sapel fires a 3, well short, but DeLeese was there. Tim DeLeese, not a big guy, maybe 5'10" is DeLeese, but he's quick on the inside, very deceptive inside player. 11-8, plays like he's 6'2". Rabideau and DeLeese, and this time Maldonado picks up a foul. The Hornets a little upset, they are picking up fouls in a hurry. 15 foul, and we've only played 5 minutes. Boise and Luck check out of the Seton Hotel, and entering is Tanner Senecal, big number 51. Senecal is 6'3", and also number 30, Corey Whalen. Plattsburgh 11, Seton Catholic 8. Plattsburgh in Division 1, Seton Catholic in Division 2. Rabideau missed the shot, but Whalen got it, and Maldonado tied him up and took it away. Possession arrow to Plattsburgh. It looks like Bob Boise is the official scorer. Laura Gagnon scores for Plattsburgh High School, and Bill Pilkington is the official timer. Eric Gagnon's on camera. I'm Foxy Gagnon. We are North Country Cable Network. That was kicked. Reset the shot clock. Plattsburgh ball under their own basket. We are high atop the bleachers, and I mean as high as I can go. 2.5 to play in the first. DeLeese guarded by Converse. Good first quarter for DeLeese. Buccino, oh, he dished to DeLeese. DeLeese didn't get that one, but Favreau puts it back. Adam Favreau on the boards. 13-8. Willett runs the floor, gets it to Rabideau, 3-point range. Now Willett, 2 minutes to play first quarter, into Senecal. He dished to Converse. Converse rolled the rim, knocked around, Plattsburgh ball, Converse with a foul. The officials calling it close in the first quarter. Just a second foul against Seton Catholic. And I'm hoping my voice hangs on for this one. Plattsburgh 13, Seton Catholic 8. To DeLeese, In. DeLeese with 10 of the Hornets' 15. And for DeLeese, that matches his season high. He had 10 in the opener against Beekmantown. Inside to Converse, off his leg, scooped up by Whalen. Now Senecal in and out. On the board, Seton, and a foul on DeLeese. 6-team foul, Plattsburgh. 1:12 to play, first quarter, 15-8. So the Hornets on a 6-point run. They were up 9-6, then it was 9-8. Converse will try to put an end to that. Nope, misses the first try. Kevin Converse. Seton has hit 6 foul shots already. Seton, the only field goal by Dan Boise near the basket. 1 field goal, 6 foul shots. Plattsburgh ball. Seton applies some defense and backs off. Whalen guards Sapel. 1-on-1 basketball there. For Plattsburgh, big first quarter by DeLeese. This is one of the better first quarters for Plattsburgh that we've seen them play in a while. Maldonado goes baseline, shoots on the run, too short, and Converse saved it to Ouellette. 45 seconds in the first quarter. Ouellette, Whalen, Rabideau tries to get on track. Three! The three-pointer by Rabideau, Mark Rabideau. His 22nd CVAC three. The Hornets with 25 seconds. Inside to DeLeese. Butchino fires a three. Won't go. Sapel gets Plattsburgh another chance. Shot clock off. Tipped out of bounds. Seton ball. Butchino not on track yet. He has 2 points in the first quarter, and that was that alley-oop slamma-jamma-rama. Final 7 seconds. Plattsburgh by 4. They set up Rabideau. He fires. Three! At the buzzer. A huge three. Mark Rabideau with a couple of threes. Back-to-back threes on possessions. And they were not easy threes. After one, the score on the Welcome Home Realty scoreboard. Plattsburgh High School 15, Seton Catholic 14. The next 8 minutes. Whalen. Rabideau with 9 points in the first quarter for Seton. That one knocked away by Favreau. For Plattsburgh, 10 from DeLeese in the first quarter. 2 big stories there that we'll watch. Butchino goes inside to Favreau. An easy one, but he missed it. Butchino to Favreau. Whalen to Ouellette. Seton with a chance to take the lead. Trip called there as Rabideau landed hard. And in case you're wondering, Rabideau is a sophomore. You might have been wondering that. He goes for double figures on this trip to the foul line, 1-and-1 situation. He'll get another. We are tied at 15. 7-point run for Seton Catholic. All by Rabideau. In and out, Favreau to Armstrong. Armstrong with 2 fouls. DeLeese tries to muscle his way in. Travel call. Took a little shuffle step. Tied at 15, second quarter. Luck, Rabideau, Armstrong back in to guard him. Converse lost the handle, but gets it back, tipped around, scooped up by Mark Rabideau. Tosses a three, not this time, and into the hands of DeLeese, but Seton Catholic gets back. Sapel for Plattsburgh, tipped away. Sapel chased it down. We played a minute and a half of the fourth quarter. Converse blocks the Sapel shot. Loose ball all around, and Plattsburgh saved it. From Favreau to Sapel to Armstrong, a touch for everybody. Plattsburgh not able to get Butchino into the offense yet. He gets the ball there, but a foul called before the shot. Foul on the floor. Coach Doherty a little frustrated. He'd rather have the 2 points by Butchino. They're saying a hold was called. That foul on Rabideau, his first. And a 30-second timeout called by Coach Larry Converse. 6:13 to play. Second quarter, the Welcome Home Realty scoreboard has Plattsburgh 15, Seton Catholic 15. Butchino will inbound it for Plattsburgh. DeLeese guarded by Senecal. Favreau hits one from the outside. First Plattsburgh points of the second quarter. 2 minutes in. Luck. Willett. Favreau guards Boise, and Boise traveled. Boise turned to look for some help, and he took an extra step. Plattsburgh 17, Seton 15. Everybody in Plattsburgh showed up for this one. Nobody stayed home. Butchino, Favreau, Butchino, DeLeese. Cutting the lane is Favreau. Couldn't muscle it in over Boise. Luck all the way. Now Rabideau to Boise in. Dan Boise makes it a 17-all game. 5:10 to play second half, second quarter. Sapel through traffic, and he puts it in over the outstretched arms of Luck. Sapel with his first points. Plattsburgh by 2. Willett ties it up. It's a shootout, 19-19. I should have kept track of how many ties in this first half. Nearing the midway mark of the second quarter, inside to DeLeese. He has another 2. The pass from Butchino, the completion by DeLeese. Plattsburgh puts the pressure on defensively. Hornets 21, Knights 19. We're in the Knights Castle. Rabideau, Willett, into Boise. Boise puts it in. Boise with 7. Tied at 21. Oh my. Plattsburgh, this is Armstrong. Batted away by Boise as the Hornets try to get it into Adam Favreau. Favreau a junior. Armstrong a junior. Sapel, Butchino, and DeLeese seniors. Converse a junior. Rabideau, as we mentioned, a sophomore. Luck a senior. Willett is a senior. And in case you were wondering, Boise is a senior. Tied at 21 in Seton basketball. Now Austin Bushy guards. And Rabideau travel. Austin Bushy now with the job of guarding Mark Rabideau. Rabideau almost unstoppable in some games this CVAC season. Seton guarded by Ian Luck. Butchino looks. Butchino thus far content to pass the ball. He can attack the basket, and there he does, and he was fouled by Willette. Converse helped him up in good sportsmanship fashion. 3:26 on the second quarter clock. Welcome Home Realty scoreboard has a tie again at 21. Bushy was in some heavy traffic there. DeLeese, no, and Butchino kept it alive on the boards. Hits Seton down the lane, wouldn't fall. We remain tied at 21. 3:12 to play, second quarter. Plattsburgh with 6 points in the second quarter, and Seton with 7. Favreau called for a push underneath. And a 1-and-1 situation for Dan Boise at the line. He's 1 for 1 from the strike. Fout in and Favreau out. 2 fouls on Adam Favreau. Chris Fout, who missed the first 6 Hornet games this season with a back injury. He has started a few games for Plattsburgh. Dan Boise hits that one. 8 points for Boise and 10 for Rabideau. Willette with the other 4. Seton takes the 2-point lead. 3 minutes to play in the second quarter. They're going to play tight defense on Butchino. You don't want Butchino to get untracked or penetrate. The jumper from Butchino, too short. Willette up the floor to Rabideau. Behind the back, but off the knee of Seton. Now Rose and Steve Parker, the officials. And the packed house, standing room only, SRO at Seton Catholic Gymnasium. Rabideau travels there. The Hornets down by 2. They have the basketball. Eric Gagnon on camera. I'm Foxy Gagnon. We are North Country Cable Network. We thank Marilyn Schwartz and Welcome Home Realty. Marilyn is the mom of Matt Schwartz, one of our favorite Hornet players. I'm sure Matt, who's a transfer from Seton Catholic, I'm sure Matt wore his favorite tie, the Pillsbury Doughboy tie for this one. That's his lucky tie. Butchino can't hit the 3. Fout chases it down, gets it to Bushy, knocked away by Rabideau. Who's here? Well, Willie Watson is here. Will Watson, John Hobner, Robin Bouye. These are guys that right around here. Guys that don't have a son out there playing, but they're here to watch. Both Mike O'Connors are here. John Carpenter is here. Ken Levine and Diane Levine are here. Under 2 minutes now. Hornets down by 2. Bushy fires up a 3. Glances the rim. Tipped by DeLeese. Another chance for Plattsburgh. They're down by 2. Both teams 9 wins and 3 losses. Oh, Seton, the nice move, but Converse might have blocked the shot. A minute and a half to play. The offenses were hot in the first quarter. They've cooled in the second. 6 Hornet points and 9 Seton points. Into Willette. Big play there. Willette with 6 and Seton by 4. They have a good chance of leading going into the locker room at the half. Seton 25. Plattsburgh 21. 50 seconds to play. Into DeLeese. Back to Butchino. Patience from Plattsburgh. And Fout takes it to the hoop, and Luck moved up and fouled him. Seton lost to Mariah by 5. They lost to Northern Adirondack by 11. They lost to Ticonderoga by 3 in a game that basically Ticonderoga stole away from them at in the closing seconds. Chris Fout at the foul line. Swish there makes it 25-22. Fout had 9 in the Hornets' last game at Saranac. Boise on the boards for the Knights. Seton by 3. 32 seconds. Rabideau shoots on the run. No. Boise on the boards. And Fout fouls him and the ball drops. Boise working hard on the boards. 8 second quarter points for Dan Boise, the 6'7" senior. 27-22 as Seton creeps away from Plattsburgh. Maldonado relieves Bushy. Boise, who's 3 for 3 from the foul line. Missed that one, but tipped by, oh! Seton almost got an extra chance. A 2-on-2. Maldonado on the run, no. Tipped by Butchino. Butchino, who never stops moving to the basket. He never takes anything for granted. He's always in motion to the basket on plays such as that. It's 27-24. Final seconds. Luck, yes, at the buzzer. Ian Luck. A great first half, and there's plenty more where that came from at halftime. The Welcome Home Realty scoreboard. Seton Catholic 29, Plattsburgh High School 24. Talk about how times have changed. St. Peter's basketball. Matt Schwartz, Hornets number 44 now. There's Matt Schwartz. Adam Favreau, Hornets number 24. And up here, Corey Whalen of Seton Catholic, number 30 tonight. Those 3 guys on the basketball team, coached by Mike Howley and Dave Favreau. Now, another picture. Here is Adam Favreau along with Matt Schwartz, big number 1. And then Matt Schwartz pleads his case. You'll never see him complain to a referee, but he did it the one time ever in his history. He said, "What? A foul on me? I'm the one that got knocked over." There you have it. Now, to recap the scoring in the first half for Plattsburgh High School, 15 in the first quarter, 9 in the second, 2 for Sapel, 4 for Butchino, 5 for Favreau, 10 for 12 for DeLeese, and 1 for Fout. For Seton Catholic, 14 in the first quarter, 15 in the second quarter, Rabideau with 10, Luck with 2 at the buzzer, Boise with 11, and Willette with 6. Here we go, the final 2 quarters. Butchino to Favreau. Favreau completes it. Hornets open up with a 2-pointer. They cut the lead to 3. Down the other way. Oh, Sapel called for a foul and the attempted steal. And Coach Doherty up off the bench to send Maldonado in for Sapel. Second foul on Sapel. Rabideau looks. Willette guarded by DeLeese. Luck to Rabideau. Rabideau and Favreau on the boards for Plattsburgh. Hornets down by 3. Butchino called for palming the ball, carrying the ball. And I'll say this, throughout it all, the ups and the downs of this season, Joel Butchino has kept his composure 100%. And sometimes it's not easy. Willette tried to go to a nice bounce pass to Boise. Plattsburgh takes it away. Inside to Favreau, turnaround, goes in. Favreau, quick out of the locker room. Who else is here? Willie King. Pete Hayden's here. Gary Butler, Dan Adams, Mike Mannix, Bob Daly, of course. Mr. Basketball in the North Country. Boise called for the travel. He said, I didn't even move. Plattsburgh High School out of the locker room to cut 4 points off that 5-point halftime lead. Armstrong to Maldonado. The Hornets without point guard Ryan Sapel, 2 fouls right now. Boise knocked it away from DeLeese, and Boise clears it to Rabideau. Eric Gagnon on camera. I'm Foxy Gagnon. We are North Country Cable Network bringing you CVAC boys basketball. Both teams 9-3, but as we stole Boise inside, and he gets too hard off the glass, and then Boise attacked and picked up a foul. No, he didn't pick up a foul. It's against the Hornets. Oh, whoops. I miscalled that one. They say Boise was fouled, and he goes to the line for 2 shots. Both teams at 9-3. But as we said at the beginning, both teams are moving in opposite directions. Seton on a 6-game winning streak. Plattsburgh has lost 3 out of their last 4. Maldonado, Converse might have gotten a piece of it. Favreau shoots, won't fall, battle under the boards. I'm not sure how much of that battle under the boards we can get, but I'm telling you, there are arms and bodies flying. This is Willette, double teamed up the floor and into the bleachers. Randy Senecal is here, of course. Tony Bucci's here to watch this one. Jay Pasalacqua hasn't left. George and Mrs. Kurz are here. Denny Kane is here. 5:47 to play, 3rd quarter. Plattsburgh with the 4 third quarter points. They look for the lead on the DeLeese shot. Tim DeLeese puts one in, and the Hornets regain the lead, 30-29. The Hornets with 6 points. Seton looking for points. Willette, the 3 wouldn't go, and Bucciano on the boards. Joel Bucciano up the floor. You have to stop him. He gets it to Favreau. Too short on the shot. Oh, the Bucciano put back, no, but Maldonado scampers after it. Bucciano from 3, offline. Battle on the boards. It'll be Seton ball. Steve Parker and Al Rose, the officials. Boise checks out. Senecal in. Tanner Senecal for Seton Catholic. Up the floor to Willette. A 3-on-2. Rabideau stops and shoots. No, but Senecal on the rebound. And now Plattsburgh runs the floor. Bucciano. Converse there. Bucciano fouled by Converse. Joel Bucciano will go to the line for 2. Plattsburgh with 6 third quarter points. Seton still looking to score. We played 3 minutes and 8 seconds. Seton comes out of the locker room cold. The Bucciano swish gives him 5 points in the game. (32-29), Plattsburgh by 3. And Plattsburgh with 8 unanswered points. shot won't fall, and Favreau had position on the boards. Adam Favreau to Tim DeLeese. Adam Favreau to Joel Butchino. Again, Ryan Sapel, the senior point guard, on the bench with a couple of fouls. Knocked away, and Butchino called for a push-off. Converse looks, gets it to Ian Luck. Luck had the shot at the halftime buzzer. Willett blocked by Favreau, and Willett diving after the ball almost tripped up Armstrong. So Willett was called for the foul. Plattsburgh ball. Right in front of Jim Baker, the junior varsity coach for Seton Catholic. His junior varsity team, a big win over Plattsburgh High School earlier tonight, and they're now 12-1 on the JV season. Armstrong to Butchino. Butchino thought about the three. Willett doing a good job defensively. Maldonado shoots. It's in and out, but Favreau clears. Butchino, the short one, in. If Maldonado got robbed, Butchino didn't. Turnover to Maldonado. Missed the shot, but Armstrong there. The turnaround, in, and a foul. Everything going Plattsburgh way. Armstrong. The Hornets on a 12-point run. And it's 36-29. Timeout called. Seton Catholic surrendering 12 third-quarter points, and they've played 4 minutes and 25 seconds and haven't scored. Here are the Hornet cheerleaders. 3:35 to play in the third. The Welcome Home Realty scoreboard says Plattsburgh 36, Seton 29. Junior Jamie Armstrong for one to try to make it a three-point play. (37-29). Plattsburgh High School comes out of the locker room, puts up 13 consecutive points. Mark Rabideau, who had a hot first quarter, 9 points, and 10 in the first half, has to get on track. Boise on the inside, 11 first half points, and he's not in the game right now. Senecal nets one. Tanner Senecal breaks the skeen. 37-31, Hornets by a six-pack with 3 minutes to play in the third. DeLeese moves up, high arc, and it goes in. Tim DeLeese, a whale of a game thus far. 16 points for Tim DeLeese. Now fouls may play a part in this as we go down to the final 8 minutes. Third foul on DeLeese. Coach Doherty thinking about the big decision of do I leave him in or take him out. DeLeese remains in with 3 fouls. 39-31, Plattsburgh High School over Seton. Mark Rabideau. Willett left alone for the three-pointer. Three! Willett can hit the threes. Seton can come back because they have 3-point shooters. For Willett, that is his 5th CVAC three-pointer. Butchino to the hoop. Favreau did a great job of boxing off, maybe even pushing off inside to DeLeese. He puts it in. Tim DeLeese with the game of his career, 18 points. Remember, his season high was 10 in the opener. Plattsburgh by 7. Tipped away, Plattsburgh ball, and Rabideau fouls Favreau. Rabideau yelled at the ref, said that Favreau was pushing off, You don't want to yell at the ref. It can put the ref in a surly mood. Too important game for the ref to be in a surly mood. 41-34 with a minute 55 to play in the third quarter. And you know, with this packed gymnasium at Seton Catholic, the fans may demand an extra quarter. They might want to play an extra 8 minutes tonight. They don't want to go home. Nobody left early yet. And our TV viewers, I can tell, no time for a ham sandwich in the kitchen tonight. Oh, Butchino robbed on the three-pointer. In, rolled around, said, nah, guess not. 41-34 with a minute and a half to play. Oh, there's the three by Rabideau. He was knocked down by Armstrong. And that's something else you don't like to do. You don't like to foul a guy in three-point range, even a deadly shooter like Rabideau. You don't like, if he makes it, he's got a potential four-point play. And Rabideau has hit 4 out of 6 foul shots in the game, and he's there for 3. (41-35). Bushy in for Armstrong. Third foul on Jamie Armstrong. Rabideau with a dozen points now. Boise on the putback. Short. Boise bobbled around. Where's the ball? And Favreau found it, but he dribbled it out of bounds. Seton ball, they're down by 5. 1:16 to play in the third. Boise. Stolen by Butchino. Only Rabideau ahead of him. Oh, Butchino lost it, but there was Favreau and a foul. Heads up play by Favreau. Butchino kept his cool. He knew he had a good one-on-one situation and had the height advantage. But Favreau, trailing behind, put in the two-pointer. Favreau now with 11. The Hornets certainly seem revitalized after losing to Saranac, losing to Ticonderoga. Favreau makes it 44-36. The three-point play by Favreau. Luck all the way, gets it to Boise, in and out there, batted around, and DeLeese on the boards. A 3-on-1. They get it to Bushy, he was fouled. Oh man, the Hornets are banging the boards. I don't know what Coach Doherty said or did in the locker room at halftime. I mean, I didn't hear any yelling or screaming, and I was listening, and I had my ear to the wall. But a new Hornet team has come onto the floor in the third quarter. 44-36, big third quarter for Plattsburgh. Bushy at the line for 2. Whalen re-enters for Seton Catholic. Bushy's second try. And Whalen gets the rebound. 44-36. Hornets by 8. Seton with 7 points in the quarter. Plattsburgh with 20. 20 third quarter points. It's been a while since the Hornets have scored 3 points in a quarter. Final 22 seconds. Shot clock is off. Butchino. DeLeese the baseline. The follow-away jumper, no, and Whalen gets it with 12 seconds. Hornets had the shot clock off, and they could have just waited until the last shot and not given Seton this opportunity. But Seton throws the opportunity away. A 20-point third quarter for Plattsburgh High School. After 3, the score on the Welcome Home Realty scoreboard is Plattsburgh High School 44, Seton Catholic 36. The final 8 minutes, I can guarantee you they're going to be good ones. Seton with the ball to open the final quarter. Seton. Too hard off the glass. Oh, everybody on the boards. Everybody on the boards. Somebody took a shot even from the floor. Boise missed it. Seton stripped of the ball again and again. The pesky Hornets against the taller Knights. Butchino to Favreau. The Hornets in the third quarter outscore Seton 20-7. They come from 5 down at halftime to take an 8-point lead after 3. Butchino finds Maldonado and Tanner Seneco fouls Miguel Maldonado. Maldonado with no points in the game, but a chance to hit a couple. And you can bet foul shots will play a role. The Hornets have missed 5 foul shots in the game. Now 6 foul shots missed. Seton has missed 8. The tip by Favreau. Favreau with the tip and high on the boards. He played the last few games with an injured ankle. In fact, Favreau missed the loss to Northern Adirondack. Favreau was on the bench. Rabideau's long one, no. Oh, a 3-on-1. DeLeese to Armstrong, missed the shot. Oh, big opportunity for Plattsburgh, goes by the boards there. Favreau missed Northern Adirondack and Beekmantown. And Coach Converse wondering where are the points that we had in the first half. DeLeese hits another. Ben DeLeese with the game of his career. 20 points for DeLeese, number 30. 48-36. Boise knocked away by Favreau. Oh my goodness. Favreau works Boise. Tipped away on the inside. Boise couldn't save it. Boise had 11 points in the first half. Favreau has held him scoreless through the first 10 minutes of the second half. .6:01 to play in the fourth quarter. 48-36, Plattsburgh High School. Favreau finds Armstrong. Butchino with 8 points in the game. DeLeese to the hoop, blocked by, oh yes, Favreau! DeLeese, great block by Converse, but Favreau attacked the basket. Big second half, Favreau, he has 11 in the second half, 16 overall. Oh boy, when it comes to Kevin Doherty, the coach, this is just what the doctor ordered. This offensive medicine couldn't come at a better time. The revitalized Hornets come out of the locker room, a new team for the third quarter. Tipped away, Seton doing nothing right now. They are down by 15. Who would have thought it? I'm telling you, Seton led by 5 at halftime. Plattsburgh up 51-36 with 5.5 to play. And Joel Butchino with 8 points, but doing a lot of the quiet things. That pass didn't work, and you don't even want to bother to try that. Instead, you give Seton 2 points. Luck, nice play on the breakaway. Don't even bother to try anything fancy. 51-38. Luck picks up a foul. The Hornets go to the foul line for the rest of the game on all fouls. and they fouled Seton 5 times. What a basketball game, but Coach Converse, 7 points for his Knights in the third quarter, and just 2 through the first 3 minutes of the fourth quarter. Armstrong at the line for a 1-and-1. (52-38) Plattsburgh High School. The battle of teams 9 and 3. Armstrong with a 5-point second half. 53-38 Plattsburgh, exactly 5 minutes to play. Seton needs to hit the three-pointers. Foul called on Plattsburgh as Whalen attacked the basket. The Knights looking for points. 6-team foul. Nobody's yawning in this one, I'll tell you that. This is far from a yawner. Whalen, Luck. Converse trying to get open on the post. Luck spins off his leg, and DeLeese has it. Butchino running the offense. We have seen, I'm not sure if we've seen Sapel off the bench since he went out with 2 fouls early in the third quarter. Shot clock at 13. They go to, from Butchino to Favreau. Butchino to Favreau. I said don't do those things, guys. 55-38. Inside to Boise. He worked for that one and pops it in. Boise's first points of the second half. 55-40. Midway through the final quarter. Our thanks to Welcome Home Realty, Marilyn Schwartz, for their support of Hornet basketball. 3 seconds called on Plattsburgh. Marilyn's son, Matt Schwartz, a member of the Plattsburgh High School team. Willette. Luck hits the three. The Knights, if they're going to start a comeback, you got to start it with that. Luck's three-pointer cuts the lead to 58-40. Is that right? Oh my, that's not right. They put the points up the wrong way. They got to fix that. Laura Gagnon is telling Mr. Pilkington, wrong score. Okay, and everybody's pointing at the fans are pointing at the scoreboard here. A lot of fans. It says, okay, 55-43. The 3 points went to the wrong side inadvertently. 55-43. Shot clock at 9. Butchino not even thinking three-pointers. Oh, he found Maldonado on the inside. Tipped around and DeLeese to Maldonado. Oh, shots not falling for Plattsburgh. Look out. Hornet shots not following. Here come the Knights. Down by a dozen. 2:45 to play. Boise to the hoop. No. Rabideau tip, but Armstrong won the rebound battle. 2.5 to play. Butchino. Maldonado. Shot clock at 11 as Armstrong took it in, and he was fouled both sides. My goodness, some of the Seton fans not happy with that call. They got Armstrong from both sides. That's the 10th foul against Seton, and it'll be 2 shots the rest of the way for Plattsburgh on fouls. Timeout called. The Welcome Home Realty scoreboard. I can hear it. It says Plattsburgh 55, Seton 43. Armstrong at the line for 2. Armstrong now 4 for 4 from the charity stripe. Make that 5 for 5. Down the floor go the Knights. Down by 14. And a foul called on Maldonado. Plattsburgh 57. Seton Catholic 43. Both teams came into this one 9 wins, 3 losses. This is for inter-city bragging rights, that great inter-city rivalry. Ian Luck hits it. He hits them both. 57-45. And exactly 2 minutes to play. 57-45, Plattsburgh High School. The ball in, or the game in the Hornets' hands. Willett has done a nice job defensively on Buccino. Let me tell you. But Buccino, with 8 points, has still picked up a number of assists, several rebounds, and played a great defensive game. Willett knocked it away there. Maldonado fires it up, no. Buccino kept it alive, but now Converse scrambles after it. Hornets burned up some time on the clock, if nothing else. 1:20 to play. They have to fire up threes. You got to shoot threes. Willett blocked by Favreau. What a second half Favreau's had. Hornets can take their time. Shot clock and game clock on their side. The final 60 seconds. Hornets by a dozen. Willett steals it. Willett takes it all the way. Blocked by Buccino, and he lost the handle. Plattsburgh ball. Joel Buccino on the defense. So you look in the scorebook. The Press Republican Sports box score tomorrow will show Buccino 8 points. And they'll say, oh, well, Joel must have had an off game. No way. He's done so many other things. And tonight, it was Favreau. It was DeLeese who picked up the scoring. It was Armstrong in the second half. So other guys answered the call. That's what's been lacking from the Hornets through the second half of the season. Just 50 seconds to play. Eric Gaggin's been on camera all the way. In fact, it's been a long night in the Seton Catholic gym. We got here at 4 o'clock for the Modified A game. And right now on our time clock, it's closing in on 9 o'clock. But it's been a fun night and my voice is just hanging on. And Eric's right shoulder is just hanging on. Final 38 seconds. Hornets just take their time. They work the ball on the perimeter. And this victory will go to Plattsburgh High School. Foul there. Willett fouls Buccino. The Hornets met the challenge when they most had to. And Seton Catholic will see their 6-game winning streak come to an end. They'll go to 9-4. 5th foul on Willett. Willett leaves the game with 9 points, but a heck of a job, heck of a defensive job guarding Joel Buccino tonight. Meanwhile, Plattsburgh High School ups their record to 10-3, and as I said earlier, just what the doctor ordered, they needed a win. And they follow this game tonight with another tough game. It'll be Peru Central in Peru. So that will shape up as another outstanding battle. It always is in the Indians' teepee. And we never miss that battle. For Seton, number 22 is Mark Pfeiffer. Rabideau sets up for a 3, comes short. The last one will count. Ian Luck's final basket will count. 58-47 apparently for the final score, and they quickly shut off the scoreboard. Plattsburgh High School won the one they had to, the intercity rivalry, and they get back on track with a 58-47 win. To recap the scoring for Seton Catholic, Mark Rabideau with 12 points, 2 field goals, the rest by foul shots. He had 2 3-pointers in the first quarter. Ian Luck finishes with an excellent fourth quarter and 9 points in the fourth quarter, total of 11. Dan Boise finishes with 13 points. And Daniel Willett finishes with 9 points, and Tanner Senecal with 2. 29 points in the first half by Seton Catholic, just 18 in the second half by Seton Catholic. For Plattsburgh High School, Jamie Armstrong with 7, all in the second half. Ryan Sapel with 2. Joel Bucciano finishes with 9. Adam Favreau finishes with a whale of a game here. I'll total it up. 19, 14 of those in the second half. And Tim DeLeese paces, Chris Fow had 1, and Tim DeLeese paces the Hornets with 20 points. An all-around great team effort for Plattsburgh High School. Thanks to Welcome Home Realty for their support of Hornets basketball. Thanks to Eric Gagnon for a long night on camera. This is Foxy Gagnon on behalf of everyone at North Country Cable Network saying final score, Plattsburgh High School 58, Seton Catholic 47. Good night, North Country.